Good day, everyone. Welcome to your physical fitness class. And for today, we are going to discuss about the musculoskeletal system. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to, number one, know the different bones and muscles that make up the body, their functions, and their importance in movements. Number two, identify the different factors that contribute to the development of muscular strength and endurance. Number three, learn different activities and the muscle groups that are involved for movements. Number four, gain knowledge on the proper exercise prescription for developing muscular strength and endurance. Number five, perform body weight exercises that inhibit the improvements of muscular endurance and strength. And number six, discover the benefits of resistance training exercises to the musculoskeletal system and its relation to building your muscular strength and endurance. The contents are the basic human anatomy and physiology of musculoskeletal system. Second, the absolute strength versus relative strength. Third, the muscles. So the structure, types, classifications, health conditions, and factors that affect muscle growth. And number four, exercise benefits to musculoskeletal system and the myths and fallacies on resistance training. So what is musculoskeletal organ system? So part of body consisting of bones, muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Or let's say that this is the study of the two organ system, which are the muscular system or the muscles, tendons, and ligaments, and skeletal system or the bones. Let's talk about the bones first. The structure of the bones. So bones are made up of proteins or collagen and minerals such as calcium and calcium phosphate. And these materials then join and work together to give your bone its compact and sturdy characteristics. So do you have any idea on how many bones are within your body? Okay, so that's right. We have 206 bones within our body, and each of them consisting unique characteristics and functions. But despite its number, bones are lightweight in nature, giving you the ability to easily carry them around. So lightweight, but strong and hard. So we have here the shaft or diapsis and also growth plate and spongy bone. So these two are the bones found within your limbs. So let's go first with the A or the shaft or diapsis. This is the part of the bone that is long and straight, holding all its other parts together. So this is our shaft. While the spongy bone is this one, or it is seen on the top of the shaft that start off as soft or spongy bone and grows off as maturity begins and are transformed into mature bone structures that are more compact and hard. So other parts of the bone that are found within the hollow structure are the bone marrow. So bone marrow is a spongy substance found in the center of the bones. It manufactures bone marrow stem cells and other substances, which in turn produce blood cells. Next, we have the blood vessels, or again, it helps, or the blood vessels help us to deliver oxygen all over our body. And bones, like other organ systems in the body, provide several important functions like the first one is protection. Without bones for protection, your insides will be exposed to danger and deformation, making you prone to a long list of bodily complications. And to be specific, the first one, or the rib cage, protect your heart, lungs, and other organ system, while the skull protects your brain and spinal column protects your spinal cord, and the pelvic bones protect the reproductive organs. Second is that bones serve as support and frame of the body, or the bone give shape to our body. Since it has the ability to give you distinct shape and form, body shape therefore becomes unique for very individual. So the structure of your bone and body tissues are a big factor in determining your body type. There are three different classifications of body type, and these are: the first one is octomorph, a body type described to have thin and long bone structure. So this is for male and this is for female. Second is mesomorph, a body type that's leaning on the muscular side or physique. This is for male and for female. And the last one is endomorph, a body type which has a bulkier and bigger structure of bone. So as you can see, some of those people who have endomorph classification of body type ay hindi naman gaano mataba, but they look big because the structure of their body or the structure of their bone is already big. Next, we have movement. So generate and transfer forces to the skeletal muscles, tendons, ligaments, and joints. So with this function, they also serve as places for attachment for several muscles found within your body. And this ability of bones give you the capacity to perform push and pull actions and the chance to perform a lot of other complex movements. The fourth is blood production. The bones help to produce white and red blood cells. So white blood cells specifically help in protecting your body from foreign bodies or from infections, while the red blood cells distributing oxygen and nutrients throughout your body. And of course, bone marrow for tissue healing and oxygen and nutrient supply. Here are some factors affecting your bone degeneration. The first one is age. And age is actually the biggest factor that can contribute to your bone degeneration. As you age, your bone slowly lose its density. This then makes your bone stiff and it ultimately leads to changing your overall posture and structure. And aside from the posture and structure, our body also changed in terms of movement. We become slow in doing things, and as we grow or as we age, we will be having hard time to do the things that we are able to do right now. Second is injury or injuries. So injuries may be caused by factors like accident or weak bones. Bone injuries may cause calcium deposits to leak into other parts of the body. And continuous leakage of these calcium deposits within other parts of your body may further break or destroy other bones or destroy muscles, tendons, and ligaments that may cause you more problem. That's why it is advisable that if such incident occur, you immediately need to seek medical attention. Third factor is the bone density loss or low hormonal production. This is a condition in which bones lose their calcium and other mineral contents, making them more prone to injuries and diseases. Your hormones play a huge part in regulating these chemical processes. If they are not well produced by your body, so your bones lose their structure and they become weak and brittle. And this condition is known as osteoporosis. This is common for females than males. Fourth, we have nutrition. The types of food you eat can directly affect the compounds that make up your bones. Dairy products like cheese, bread, and milk are good sources of calcium, while broccoli and sardines are food sources that contain high doses of vitamin D. These are some of the nutrients that your bones may utilize to maintain its health. The next composition or structure of the musculoskeletal system is collectively known as connective tissues. So unlike the bones that are hard and sturdy, connective tissues are structures that are made up of fibrous and elastic materials. These connective tissues are the ligaments, tendons, and joints. So ligaments, so these connective tissues are a part of the musculoskeletal system which attaches bone to another bone. So this one is the example. We also have tendons. So these are connective tissues structures that attach bone to muscles. And we have what we call joints. So where bones meet, found in elbows, wrists, hips, knees, and feet. And these body parts are the parts of our body that we can move with a maximum range of motion. Next, we have absolute strength versus relative strength. So now the focus will be on different kinds of strength and how this relates to a person's ability to perform different activities. So before learning about the absolute and relative strength, let us first recall the two health-related components of fitness that are related to our bones and muscles. So we have the muscular endurance. It is defined as the ability to resist fatigue while holding or repeating muscular contraction, while the muscular strength is the ability to generate force during a maximum effort, or it requires explosive movement. Absolute strength is defined as maximum amount of force one can exert. For example, when you are able to lift a maximum number of weight in kilograms or pounds only in one attempt, then you have absolute strength. And the best sport example for absolute strength is the sport of powerlifting and Olympic weightlifting. So this is a sport in which a person attempts and successfully performs lifting a weight at its maximum with all his or her efforts. Next, we have relative strength. It is the amount of force that can be exerted in relation to one's body weight or unit of muscle cross section. It has something to do with your weight, height, and body composition. It focuses more on the ability of your muscle to contract and exert force through the current structure you have available. So the formula for this one is load over weight. Load or the pounds or kilograms of your material or equipment over your weight or the weight of the person. Let's say for example, person A and person B. So person A, the load is 250 over her weight or his weight. So 250 over 100, that is 2.5 pounds. So this is the relative strength. While person B, so his weight is 250 pounds and he lifts 500 pounds. So 500 over 250 is equals to 2 pounds. So 2 is the relative strength. Again, you're going to follow the formula, which is load over weight. Then let's proceed to the muscles. The function, so 40% body mass. So 40% of body mass are composed of muscles, and the rest of the 60% is divided into the different organs you have and your skin. So the site of large portion of energy reactions in the body. They play a very important role in making all movements possible. It is used for movements, move the skeleton, and give the body shape. We have here the connective tissues, myofibrils or myofibrils, muscle fibers, and motor units. The structures of muscle, we have here the first one, connective tissue or epimysium. So it covers the muscle. So as you can see, it is the outer layer. That is the connective tissue or epimysium, the outer layer. While myofibril, the smallest muscle structure. So this one. Or we can say that myofibril is a muscle inside the muscle. Next, we have muscle fibers, so the bundles of myofibrils. And as you can see, there they have their own group, or that is what we call muscle fibers. And the motor units, so nerves connected to muscle fibers. Large muscles have high motor units, while small muscles have less motor units. And again, our body is consists of three types of muscles. The cardiac muscle or the muscle of our heart, and the smooth muscle, the muscles that make up the body's internal organs, and the last one is the skeletal muscle. So it helps you to support and move your body. So this is how it looks like. And this one is a cross-section of muscle fibers viewed through a microscope picture. And as you can see, there is a difference in color. The dark colors represents the slow twitch muscle fibers, and light colors represents the fast twitch muscle fibers. Our muscles is consist of both light and dark colors, but somehow there is dominance. Let's say mas lamang ang dark colors or yung slow twitch muscle fibers, at pwede rin naman na mas lamang ang fast twitch muscle fibers. Then we have here the slow twitch muscle fiber, or these are relatively fatigue resistant, meaning to say mabagal ka mapagod, or these are an advantage in performing aerobic activities because you can perform these activities well and without getting fatigue. Second, we have the fast twitch fibers, the opposite of the first one. Fatigue rapidly, or it is forceful and rapid contraction. And it is used for anaerobic activities such as sprint, weightlifting, and high intensity training. So this kind of activities requires explosive movement or maximum effort for you to be able to do this kind of activities. And remember that most muscle are mixed or are a mix of fast twitch and slow twitch muscle fibers, and proportion varies among different muscles and individuals, but is fixed at birth. Now, let's talk about the conditions of your muscle. So we have here the hypertrophy. It is the development of large muscle fibers through exercise and activity. So we always mention that doing physical activities can develop the condition of our muscles. And due to regular physical activity, your muscles will grow larger in size, making your muscle more defined, giving you a relatively fit physique. The second one is atrophy, or the degeneration of muscle size either caused by injuries, age, and inactivity. So this is a condition in which your muscles decrease in size. Factors like age, having injuries, and being inactive can cause muscle atrophy. When this happens, your muscle become weak and cannot longer perform in their full range of motion. And here are the factors affecting the size muscle. The first one is genes or hereditary traits. We always mention that this is one of the main factors affecting the condition of our health as well as our physical characteristics. So next is gender. It is said that women have 60 to 85% of absolute strength and absolute muscular endurance. While in terms of relative strength and endurance, men are equal or the same. Third is age. So peak muscular strength is at 20 years old, or the we have the best condition of our muscles when we are at our 20s. And after that, kapag 30s na tayo, that is the time when our muscles will be weakened. And the next factor is the muscle fibers. Large number of fast twitch fibers is equivalent to ease increase in muscle size, while large number of slow twitch fibers is equivalent to higher muscular endurance. Now let's proceed to the benefits of exercise to the musculoskeletal system. And we have here the bone stress, the amount of force applied to the bone through physical exertion. Benefit number one, improve performance in physical activities. When your muscular system or musculoskeletal system is strong, you can perform everyday tasks easily, such as going up and down to stairs, carrying grocery bags, walking, running, and others. So you can do those activities easily or without exerting too much effort. Number two, so injury prevention. And again, exercise can give you good posture and appropriate body mechanics, and it leads to stronger tendons, ligaments, and cartilages. Third, we have improved body composition, increase in fat-free mass, increase muscle mass gain through strength training. As we mentioned before, doing physical activities can help you to decrease or to avoid the excess body fat. And also, we have mentioned earlier that doing strength training can help you to increase your muscles in size. Then fourth, enhance self-image and quality of life. Most of the men, their goal is to have larger and stronger muscles or testosterone, while women tend to lose their inches, increase in strength, and tone muscles through strength training. So when we achieve our physical fitness goal, we're going to feel good. And when you feel good, everything else around you follows. You are always, or you are able to deal with things with a positive heart, and your self-esteem will definitely soar high. Next, we have improved muscle and bone health. So it helps you to prevent muscle and nerve degeneration. And last one, prevention and management of chronic diseases. So when you are engaged in regular strength training activities, you are securing the long and strong health of your musculoskeletal system. Here are some common, or let's say, the fallacies, myths, and superstitions on strength training. The first one is one loses flexibility when you perform strength training. So this is a myth because when your muscles and bones are healthy and fit, your joints, tendons, and ligaments also become strong. This way, you gain better range of motions for your joints, preventing you from injuries. Next, we have women tend to become masculine looking. So again, this is not true. So the body become more toned than bulky. Then we have make one move slowly and uncoordinated. So strength training does not make you move slow and uncoordinated, but rather it increases your speed, and when your bones and muscles are strong, you are more able to perform bursts of actions at high velocity. And the last one is no pain, no gain. So there are exercises that brings pain or exercises that bring pain and aches to the body, and that's normal. But during effort of high intensity, if the activity is too painful already, you must learn to stop and rest. So too much pain will not give you too much gain. That's why we should listen to our body and know when to stop and when to push through. So that's all for our lesson. Thank you so much.